길게 끌 거 없어. 바로 간다.
어땠어, 싱클레어? 네 마음속에 나 있는 길에서 전투에 임하겠습니다. 전투에 임하겠습니다.
규정에 따라 실행합니다.
머리통을 박살내주마.
표정에 따라 실행합니다.
자. 머리통을 박살내주마. 자.
수많은 것들이 옥죄어 온다.
신속히 처리하죠. 신속히 처리하죠.
수많은 것들이 옥죄어 온다.
재미게 끌 거 없어. 바로 간다.
표정에 따라 실행합니다. 규정에 따라 실행합니다.
먼저 간다.
그 자식은 아직 살아있을 거야.
수많은 것들이 옥죄어 온다.
머리통을 박살내주마. 자, 자. 하!
수많은 것들이 옥죄어 온다.
신속히 처리하죠. 그 자식은 아직 살아있을 거야. 전투에 임하겠습니다.
수많은 것들이 옥죄어 온다.
신속히 처리하죠. 신속히 처리하죠.
수많은 것들이 옥죄어 온다.
머리통을 박살내주마.
수많은 것들이 옥죄어 온다.
Alright, so that's I guess that's a plan. You just paralyze her, you lower her speed, and then you just keep her speed down. I guess some Mersault is pretty good at doing that, and you just beat her down while she's like paralyzed and she has low speed, so you can just target whatever skill slot that she has, and that's I guess a way to beat her. I don't know if there's a second phase. Let's find out. The sinners were fatigued and damaged, some already dead. As opposed to us, Cromer still stands triumphantly. She reaches for the inside of Sinclair's coat in what seems like a declaration of his fate. Now then, it's time, Sinclair. I'll be taking the second coin, your last chance. Why are you doing this to me? Why me? Sinclair, do you know why I give you back the basement key when you asked? Listen close. It's not because I made my discovery or baked a copy of it. It's because you were my key. You see, I happen to know of a way to take a peek at the futures that might come true. I saw one among them where you and I traveled from nest to nest, slaughtering heretics together all around the city. Okay. Even though you were raised by heretics bearing revolting on metal bodies, part of you still felt disgusted by them. Funny, isn't it? You would stab them in the head with your halberd. Don't you lie to me, while I smash their heads with a hammer. Stop it. In that world, you look like the freest person in the universe, transcending everything. You're lying. Whether I'm lying or not. Cromer suddenly cracked a wry laugh and stopped moving. The golden bow. The golden bow on the altar resonated with her cackle and began to glow brighter. Then, it's begun. At last, my final grudge will be fulfilled. Okay, I guess there is a second phase. It's like it reminds me... This fight reminds me of the fight against the Phoenix girl. The Phoenix girl from Liberuna. What's her name again? Like Kai or Kai or... I would almost want to say Xin Zhao, but no. That's a lead character. Like Xiao, right? Like Xiao? Maybe? A mass of flesh engulfs her lower half. From the hideous organic growth, bundles of ambiguous appendages stretch outward in countless numbers, as if desire and madness were made manifest. Wow. Okay. Rip him off and chew me down. If you can, that is. Okay, well, we do have some egos here. Okay, well... no, wait. I do need this. I do need to start by lowering her... on the post. Okay, well, this is good. At least there's that. this. Okay, that's good. I don't need to use this actually. I want to save my ego stuff for when the actual fight happens. Innocent flutters? That's a skill, right? At the start of the turn, if the unbroken part has bleed or burn, that's the same as before.
신속히 처리하죠. 그 자식은 아직 살아 있을 거야.
Okay, that's not a lot of damage.
수많은 것들이 옥죄어 온다.
Okay, what? Are these fixed speed? These speed are fixed. It seems that way, but it doesn't say, right? It doesn't say that those speed are fixed. Starting with turn 3 becomes ecstatic every 2 turns. No, I need to use this every single turn. Just to lower her defense. I mean, just to lower her roll numbers. But these numbers are... She can't be affected? It seems like only the arm is affected. What does this do? No, I have to do that, but I'm not sure what this does. Oh, I can do this.
이제 간다.
Okay, nice. Nope. I won't have enough resources for the for the eagle skills.
수많은 것들이 옥죄어 온다.
Okay, now these are one. This is a AoE. Okay, well, what's 7 to 10? Wait, how do you go counter against this again? I don't remember how would you counter against that? I mean, in Library of Runa you have multiple slots against abnormalities, but in here you only have one slot against all abnormalities.
머리통을 박살내주마.
I won? I think I won? I won. Wow, nice. I think I won by 1. And now she's staggered. I just need to bind her down, and then I mean, sooner or later I'm gonna run out of resources for the eagle stuff, but okay, so even though she's staggered, she still has the wings to do stuff. Okay, that sucks. Okay, well,
먼저 간다.
수많은 것들이 옥죄어 온다.
that paralyzed sucks.
머리통을 박살내주마.
어떠냐?
자.
Oh my god. Fuck. I have to keep her like down here. I have to keep doing this. Wait, what the fuck? This AoE is so strong.
신속히 처리하죠.
Oh my god, nice. That attack came in so clutch.
수많은 것들이 옥죄어 온다.
Okay. Alright. Cromer is breathing heavily. Perhaps it's a side effect of the transformation. Her posture is unstable and her eyes are looking elsewhere. With her focus disrupted, we might be able to land this critical strike. Let's go. Okay, nice. Ishmael circled around Chroma's fleshy mass to disorient her. Soon enough, she let her guard down. Ishmael didn't miss a chance to deliver a devastating blow that seemed pretty effective. A deep, indelible wound was left on Chroma's body. Could this be it? Chroma got staggered. Okay. I mean, if she's staggered, I think this is it.
머리통을 박살내주마.
Not if we don't roll well.
너무 쉽잖아.
The fleshy hill exuded a potent acid, melting Sinclair's legs. All the other cinders were being dissolved by the caustic secretion too. He trips and hits the ground. No, perhaps I should say he was thrown off his feet. In spite of that, he still crossed towards Cromer. Yes, that's it. It hurts, doesn't it? You're filled with rage, aren't you? Accept it all. Welcome it with open arms. And watch me. Watch my glorious body, closer to the purest form of humanity than ever before. This flesh here, the sheer, unmatched strength of purity. Okay, Sinclair, look at how human you are. You can become like me too. Oh, you're... Sinclair, you were scared all along, weren't you? You lost your family, and you had to ride a bus with these strangers, forced to do things you didn't want. You knew in your heart that you didn't belong there, right? Didn't you want to run? Didn't you want to quit at all? Am I wrong? I swear, join me, Sinclair. Don't avoid this. Embrace it. Complete my grudge. The arm Sinclair was using to hold his weapon was growing limp by the second. He nevertheless continues in Cromer's direction. You must accept the pain. Only when we have transcended suffering itself can we be reborn. Blows of flesh, spills blood, adding on the most human things each second. It's not human anymore. To the purest world where the impurities plaguing the city of all folks have been filtered out. Sinclair vacantly mutters, looking at the faces of his now dead fellow sinners. I couldn't leave him like this. Sinclair, listen to me. I'm embarrassed that it took me so long to take action, but it was better than late than never. Act like the manager I am. I know you think a lot. I know there's a lot going on in your head that you can't share with others. That's how he was. Worried that he might be a burden, he constantly put his mind through doubts and rumination, most of which he never let on about. He's chewed up many a thought in the form of guilt.
가족들은
My family died because of me.
죽었어. 말해서는
I said stuff I really shouldn't
안
have.
되는 것.
Exactly, it's all your fault. So embrace it. That's a way to become wholly reborn. Follow me and rest in my grip. Don't listen to her. You have to see, look at her, observe her carefully. Alas, my voice didn't seem to reach him. Sinclair's weapon leaves his hand and lands on the ground. His advance for Cromer has stopped. Yep, looks like this is the end for us. I can feel my body melting into the mound. I knew I'd die trying to play the proper manager sooner or later. But Sinclair, I have to tell him more. I have to tell him that Cromer's spewing a heap of lies, threats, hypocrisy, and exaggeration. Every nerve in my body is screaming that I shouldn't give up on him. I can feel the burning pain of my melting body. Look closely, Sinclair. Not with your eyes, but with your heart. I screech at Sinclair. Only then will you see what matters most.
그래야만 가장 중요한 것이 보일 테니까.
In that moment, someone quietly appeared.
가장 중요한 것을 볼 수 있다면
Oh, and when you can see the things that matter most,
얕은 겉바지나
you won't have to
소리를
stifle yourself with
네
shallow threats or
자신을
cheap
죽이지 않아도
tricks.
될 거야.
I guess this is like someone from the future or something?
싱클레어?
Is that right? Isn't that right, Sinclair? He moved with grace and airiness, as though he floated in the air. He seemed lighter than anyone else, unbound by anything. Contrary to his impression of freedom from all worldly longings, an oppressive air seemed to accompany every step he took. And with just a wave of his right arm, Cromer's upper body vanished in a clean cut. Okay. Well, now we have a new character. Hopefully, he's
네가
good.
스스로 운명을 바꾸었구나,
You've changed your own
싱클레어.
fate, Sinclair.
너는 아직
Right
겁쟁이도
now,
아니고
you're neither a coward nor a
영웅도
hero, but you still
두려움
yet to
없이
let go of your fears
완전히
completely.
잊지 못한 것 같네. 그때도 말했지.
I've said it before, haven't I?
누군가를 두려워하는
When you fear
건
someone,
그 누군가에게
that's because you gave them the power to have control over you.
지배할 힘을 내주었기 때문이라고.
맞아.
That's right,
그리고 나는
and I don't want
다른
anyone
사람이
else to
너를
domineer
길들이지.
over you. Who is he, anyways? Oh, he has that symbol there for his courage thing,
그래서 저
which is
크롬을
why I got rid of that Cromer.
사시게 했어.
The man referred to as Damien then started to walk. He took airy steps as though he were embarking on a light trip.
세상은
The world is about to head for a new birth, and only a few individuals can
아주
get there.
소수의 사람만이 갈 수 있어. 싱클레어.
Sinclair, you're
너도
one
그
of
중
them.
하나야.
Sinclair fainted before he could answer. Damien slowly made his way over to me.
크로머는
Cromer
옛날
attempted to
옛적에
become a
사람들이
god,
믿었다던
like those which people of the past were said to believe in.
싱클레어는
Sinclair almost
그
became her
거인이
stepping
됐다.
stone.
하지만
In the end, though, one
혼자서
has to
깨야
break
하는
an egg on their own.
크로머는 꽤
Cromer put in
노력했어.
quite a bit of effort,
싱클레어가
doing
첫
this and
번째
that to
동전을
create a
잃을 때
throwback to the
똑같은
time when
사람을
Sinclair
만들려고
lost his first coin.
이런저런 수도 쓰고 말이야. 크리스마스까지는
Irregardless of the
시간이
fact
많이
that
남았는데.
Christmas is still a while away.
결국 자기들이
It's ironic
그렇게
that they
싫어하던
resorted to
가짜
creating
있었다는
false imagery, something they loathe so
그치?
deeply, don't you think so? What are you talking about? Who are you?
반가워.
A pleasure to meet you, Dante.
당신이
So, you're the
잠깐
adult
동안
who will
싱클레어를
condition Sinclair at the
길들여주는
moment.
내가 누구인지
As for who I am,
그리고 무슨 말을 하고
and for
있었는지
what I was talking about,
때가 되면
you'll
알 수
see
있을
in due
거야.
time. When Sinclair takes flight with unshakable faith in the power of the heart, right, when he becomes one with beautiful stars, that is when I'll return. Take good care of Sinclair until then, Dante. You can hear me? I can hear all sorts of chips and trills, Dante. It's only natural that I hear your voice. As always, what matters most is something you can't see or hear. The boy with the blue scarf vanished without notice. After that, the mounts began to melt away. They dissolved into mixtures of flesh and mud. With them gone, a single golden bow appeared before me, spreading its warm light. Sinclair's world was gradually melting with the hills. I excruciatingly dragged what's left of my upper body across the floor to reach Sinclair. He was still breathing, and so was I. I figured I should still be able to turn the clock. Thus, that means I'm still their manager, and I should act like one. Plus, as I learned in my dying moments, I have to strive to become a more sensible manager. With all that, I need to tell him. It might have been your fault, Sinclair. But that's okay, really. It's one small mistake, one anyone could make. Don't beat yourself up so much about it. I pat him on the back with my half-melted right arm. Sinclair doesn't reply. To be truthful, trying to identify someone to blame all this on would be a never-ending endeavor. From each of us going and carrying our sins onto the bus. To my loss of head and memory, accompanied by an involuntary appointment as the executive manager. As the root of all this, I might find no one but myself to blame. Staying bound by that fact, though, will only keep us from taking our next steps. We found him. I can hear multiple footsteps approaching our horribly incapacitated team. Virgilius must have figured we'd get into a mess and called the after teams to scoop us off the ground. This looks like the individual we seek. Do I inject it now? The others can be revived as long as this one lives. Focus all resources on restoring their body. I felt the jab in my shoulder, and then a strange sensation enveloped the parts of my body that had melted off. We were provided 3 HP ampoules. Do I use all 3 on them? Keep an eye on the regeneration progress and use them at your discretion. Lucky strap hangers. They're rolling in luxury thanks to having a color on their team. One with a friend in K-Corp at that too. The voices around me start to fade. Sinclair's bawling lamentation dimly rings through the emptiness. Our third mission marked its somber end in dismal defeat. We got defeated, but we retrieved it, right? Even though we recovered the Golden Bow, we lost. On the other hand, the bus was more vibrant than usual, possibly out of everyone's attempts to disregard the depressing outcome. I bought enough chicken kebabs for all of you to have one. If anyone didn't get theirs, go and put your detective caps on by yourselves. Such curious cuisine. What is the intention of skewering a chicken meat with a stick? I may be familiar with this kind of dish, a kochi of the dak variety. The sweet smell, the kind Mephi likes. Stimulated, Sharon revved the engine. Sharon was humming another familiar tune. I could recognize the song this time. Sharon, isn't Christmas still a long ways off? Don't put a damper on Sharon's fun, big guy. Bug guy. If Sharon feels like it's Christmas, then that's that. But come on, I called you by your name for once. Well, why don't you just settle the score by giving her a bus girly then? You know, tip for that and all that. Virgilius was watching the scene unfold, leaving his food to cool and hardly taking a bite, even though he was the one who bought it all. Perhaps he's gone quiet because of Sharon's song. It does come to mind that he said she was going through a tunnel. And then I turned my gaze to Sinclair, who was awkwardly laughing amongst the other sinners. If we're going through a long tunnel, then what we do is wait for the morning to arrive, right? So that metaphor is so awkward. What was that about, Dante? Drop the goofy poetry and have a kebab. Come on.
나한테도 닭꼬치. 아.
관리자께서는 입이 없다.
Our manager has no mouth.
관리자님은
The executive manager has no need for mouths, as they are perfectly capable of commanding us without word. Do keep that in mind.
아니
Golly.
그렇게 덮어놓고
Don't you ever get tired of licking their boots so clean? All of this?
야,
Oh, getting more of this grand is peak.
이봐 벌야.
Ayo, BG, give me a light.
줄여 말하면 내가
Thought
모를 것
I
같았어.
wouldn't know what that's short for. I thought about giving a speech to the sinners about how this fruitful yet unsuccessful mission changed my mindset, but I soon shelved the idea. I told Sinclair to not let the failure of the moment bind him, after all. Instead, I've resolved to make up for this less than ideal outcome on our next mission. May I have that intention? Sir Vigilius? What? I do believe I have acted with sufficient caution as you so has warned. Firstly, if I may, would you allow me to lay claim upon Skewer? Go right ahead. As Don Quixote's excited jubilation adds a layer of vigor to the already lively buzz, the message I couldn't speak, but one I'm sure has been conveyed in one way or another, spreads between us. And so the morning came. Okay, we see that the story unfolds and we have become more familiar with everybody. Okay, well, that's chapter 3 done. It actually wasn't a very difficult fight considering that like because we just bind, like actually Mirror Salt is pretty good at doing that. Like even though the second phase was sort of like she kind of was immune to speed down and bind, but sometimes it worked, and I guess like you only need it to work sometimes, and all the other skills of the other characters are like they're level 30, they have a lot of HP, and they have a lot of damage anyways, and defense, so you can sort of just clash, use their normal skills to clash, and then Mersa just binds her, and then you can just lower her stats. I find that the second phase is it's kind of a little bit more difficult, but I mean, worked out. I guess also the second phase is it's like she does take more damage, I think. But I mean, guess it's fine. I mean, it's fine. We'll see if there is a chapter 4. I'll be back after this song ends. Hopefully this doesn't get DMCA. But I think it's fine now. I mean, the DMCA stuff, I think it's fine now.
또다시 찾아오겠지만 괜찮아 다 사라지네 괜찮아
아, 너무 열심히 했어. 이걸로 일주일은 울고 먹을 수 있겠군.
Alright. Okay, there isn't a chapter 4. There doesn't seem to be anything else. Is this it then? I guess this is it for all of the missions. One thing that, like, I got this identity here, so this is pretty good, but I mean there's no more use for her until they release more chapters.
참, 다들 뭐가 그렇게 바쁜지. 적어도 담배 태울 시간은 줘야 되지 않겠어?
Defeat. I mean, I guess the like you want to just, I guess I do want to do this, probably just spend a little bit of time and then just get to the level 60 here. But other than that, I think that's it. There's no more story.
아이고, 작전 호출.
Alright, let's just...
네네, 작전 지역으로 이동 중.
Okay, let's just do this. I guess this is probably the last thing for completion reasons, although it's not gonna be too hard at all.
전투에 임하겠습니다.
브릿 목표 일시 무력화.
머리통을 박살내줘라. 어떠냐?
이대로 가보자고.
자.
I don't understand how I'm not winning this.
전투에 임하겠습니다.
너무 쉽잖아.
먼저 간다. 쉽네.
Just do that.
머리통을 박살내주마.
그 자식은 아직 살아 있을 거야.
이 안에 담아주지.
He's dead? He's not dead.
자, 다음에는 머리다. 자.
전투에 임하겠습니다.
너무 쉽잖아.
되냐?
그 자식은 아직 살아 있을 거야. 정신이 물러 터졌군요.
That is bullshit. It's really bullshit how some like when you have a ego skill and then you can't just clash against use your ego skill to clash against their skills. It's just really weird how that's designed. Oh my god, I died from bleed.
그 자식은 아직 살아 있을 거야.
머리통을 박살내주마.
쉽네. 보여? 마구잡이로 때려 부숴놨지.
Alright, we can guess go for another extract. There's really no point except to try to get this. I mean, or we can get a gold. I mean, the gold can be ego skill, right? So it doesn't. It's fine. Like we're collecting ego skills anyways.
네, 저는
Okay.
선배가 아니잖아. 뭐야?
Well, there's Heathcliff.
흐름을 따라 이곳에 왔으니 이를 막는 건
Okay, and there's
무엇이든 해내겠습니다.
Altus. Oh. Okay. Um. There are only 4. I feel like there really isn't too much point in gathering your threads or gathering your shards to exchange for these things here, but maybe if you're like really unlucky and then you're just missing one of these identities, you can just go and exchange it. But what I've done is I've just exchanged all of this for threads. But I guess right now, like, I mean, doesn't really matter. Like, there are just so many identities, and you can't possibly just get everything to level 3. To uptie everybody to level 3. It's possible, but it's not really like realistic, and you don't need everybody at level 3 anyways. That's just my opinion.
다들 뭐가 그렇게 바쁜지. 적어도 담배 태울 시간은 줘야 되지 않겠어?
Anyways, I guess there isn't too much left, but I think, I mean, I will be on it this, like, whenever the next chapter gets released, I'll be sure to be on it. But yeah, other than that, I mean, whenever there's a new major update or something, like, I'll be,
적어도 담배
I
태울
guess
시간은
I'll
줘야
do
되지
something.
않겠어?
And oh yeah, and there's also this. Hopefully they do release the next chapter soon.